This month's magazine's got a recipe that I really fancied. Now I'm going to convert it to no count, and it doesn't really need a lot of alteration. Instead of the flour, I've just whizzed up some porridge oats, and they're in there with my meat seasoned, just salt and pepper. And that's going into my pan over here just to seal off the meat. So this is enough for, gosh, a few people. But I'm going to share some of this with my husband, and I'm likely to have quite a bit of a leftover. So I'm going to brown that. I don't have any celery, but that doesn't matter. We can leave things out of a recipe. I've prepared a carrot, which is in my processor there, nice and fine. Mushrooms, garlic and onion. So excuse me. So I'm just going to brown that off as it says there and set to one side, and then I'm going to add the other things in the pan and reduce it down with a stock cube, and then add the other ingredients, and then bring it all together. Now that's cooking off nicely. The only thing I've added that the recipe didn't say is some lean herrings, and that's just cooking off now, and I'm going to transfer it in a second into my casserole. Okay, so it's cooking away. I haven't really followed the instructions exactly. I've added some hot paprika because Darren and I like our food hot. 2 teaspoons of tomato puree there, and 2 teaspoons of Dijon. I'm just going to mix that in and bring it all together, and then I'm going to add that to the meat, which is waiting patiently here. So I'm just going to cook it through, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so the recipe calls for 100 grams of wholemeal breadcrumbs. I used the Warburton small wholemeal loaf, and 50 grams of porridge oats, 3 tablespoons of horseradish sauce, and 50 grams of low fat spread. Now the thing you will have to point here is the horseradish sauce. I think it's, we'll check it, but I believe it's 1 tablespoon. There's 3 tablespoons in there. The oats are in there, the bread's in there. Now instead of the low fat spread, I've chosen to use 4 teaspoons of oil allowance. Now this is for more than one person. It's probably about 4, 5, 6 portions here. So add your deli allowance, that should more or less cover it. So I'm just going to mix it together, and the meat and stock and veg and the base is waiting here. Now as you can see, I've dumped the big dish and I made 2 small ones. Now this one's done, ready to go, and all I've done is use my fingers to bring it together. To start with I use a spoon, and then towards the end I use my hands. So just going to drizzle it over like so, sprinkle it over rather. And then before it goes in the oven, I'm going to pop a bit of fry light on it. And I've got a feeling this is going to be really, really scrummy. I've made something like this before using an oat topping, a savoury oat topping. But not with horseradish. That was what intrigued me to give it a go, this recipe at the book. And it really is the kind of food I enjoy making. Yeah, and eating too. So they're going in the oven. Right, okay, how long for? 20 minutes it says. So there we go. I'm going to heat the oven up to 200 and pop them in for 20-25 minutes. So they're done. Smells fantastic. There's quite a few portions here actually. I'm just going to dish up a portion for myself. Oh gosh, it looks so scrumptious. I'll get the spoon in. Oh my word, that looks good. And I've got some steamed veg to go with it. My mouth is watering. I can't tell you how good this looks. Yummy. And there it is inside. You can see just how nice it is. And I use a few whizzed up oats, remember, not the flour. It's still thickened the sauce beautifully. Wow, I hope my husband's going to like it. Maybe he might make a comment and let us know what he thinks later. Time to eat. Yummy.